Welcome to Breezy. Let's take a look at creating and publishing positions. When you're ready to post a job on your career site or on third-party job boards, the first step is to create a position in Breezy. You can create a position anywhere you see the Add Position button, or from the plus button next to Positions and Pools in the left sidebar. Start by entering the basics about your position on the Details tab. A few fields are required, including the title, type, and location, even if it's a remote job. Then add any other specifics you need, like a department, category, internal ID number, or education and experience levels. You can also add tags to help you keep your positions organized for easier searching later. If you include a department, that's how the position will be organized on your careers page if you've opted to group jobs by department. If you choose a category, that'll help us show you the most relevant premium job boards when it's time to advertise your position. You can also add internal or confidential details about the role in the custom fields or other information section, depending on your account options. Anything you add here will only be visible to admins and hiring managers assigned to the position. When you're finished with the basics, click Next Step to move on and enter a description for your position. If you have a job description ready, you can enter or paste it into the text box and add any formatting you need. If you don't already have one, you can search our library of job description templates on this dropdown. Or, if Help Me Write is enabled, just enter a prompt for our AI-powered writing assistant to get started with. You can refine the content with another prompt if you need to, or make your own changes right in the text box. When you're finished with the job description, click Next Step to move on to the application form. This is where you can choose how candidates can apply to the position and what information to collect from them. First, choose how candidates can apply. Enabled makes the job public on your careers page and available to publish on third-party job boards. Internal only limits the job to applicants from your employee portal. Unlisted limits the job to applicants who have the direct link here. Disabled keeps the position private. It won't be published publicly, but you can add applicants manually from inside Breezy. If you choose any of the first three options, you can customize the application form that candidates will see when they apply for the job. Next to each option, just choose whether to make the information or item optional or required, or to disable it altogether. If you'd like to request additional info with the application, you can choose or create a custom questionnaire. If the checkbox under the dropdown is ticked, the candidate's response to the questionnaire will be added to the Experience section in their profile in Breezy. If you need to comply with GDPR or EEOC, you can enable them here to include the correct consent or questions on your application form. And at the bottom of the page, you'll find an email address applicants can use to apply by email. When someone sends an email to that address, a candidate profile will be created, and if they attach a resume, it will be added to the profile. This method is handy, but isn't recommended if you're using custom questionnaires on the application form, since those questions can't be displayed to the applicant. When your application form is complete, click Next Step to move on and select a pipeline for the position. The Breezy pipeline is where you can track candidates through the hiring process. Depending on your plan, you can choose from any custom pipelines you've set up and add stage actions to automate certain tasks. If you need to, update the name that emails to candidates will be sent from, then click Next Step. Now on the Screening tab, you can choose a scorecard for the hiring team to provide feedback on candidates. If it's available on your plan, you can choose different scorecards for each pipeline stage, in case you want to get really specific. And if they're available on your account, you can enable and customize applicant insights and resume audit to help screen candidates and check resume authenticity, with a little help from AI. At this point, if you enabled your application a few steps back, you can choose where to publish your position. By default, Breezy will automatically send approved positions to several free job boards. You can disable this option if you need to. Plus, you can choose from several premium job boards to promote your position on. Just find the boards in the list of options and click Add to Cart next to each one you'd like to purchase. When you're done, click Purchase to confirm. Remember the category from the first step? That's what helps Breezy decide which premium boards to show you. So be sure to add a category to see the most specific options. When you're finished choosing job boards, move on to selecting a hiring team. This is the group of people who work together to screen candidates and make hiring decisions for this specific position. You can choose from individual users or teams that have been added to your account. Just select the right people from the dropdown, choose a role, and click Add. Members can see most of the info on a candidate's profile, plus fill out scorecards, add notes, and communicate with the rest of the hiring team. Hiring managers can do all that, plus communicate directly with candidates, schedule interviews, add new candidates, and move candidates between stages on the pipeline. Keep in mind that when you add a team, the role you choose will apply to everyone on that team. If you need to customize roles, just add people individually. If you'll be working with external recruiters, you can add them here too. When you enter their name and email, Breezy will generate a custom email address they can use to submit candidates. Adding recruiters won't give them access to your Breezy account or any other candidate's information, but it makes it easy for them to send candidates and easy for you to see the source in a candidate's profile. Depending on your plan options and account settings, the last step before saving or activating your position is to choose an approval flow. Not all plans offer approval flows, and Breezy doesn't require approval to activate positions by default, so you may not see this option. But if your admin requires it, you'll need to choose an approval flow from the dropdown. When you're ready to publish your job, click Activate Position. If approval is required, an admin or the first approver in line will be notified your position is ready for review. Once approved and activated, your position should be published to the job boards you selected within 1 business day. If you're not ready to send your position live, click Save to come back to it later. Once your position has been saved, you can activate it at any time by changing its status in the Positions and Pools list or from the position view. Just click the Status dropdown and change the blue dot for draft status to a green dot for active status. You can update your position settings anytime by clicking the gear icon in the tile on your dashboard in the upper right corner of the position view, or by clicking the More menu in the Positions and Pools list, then Edit Position. It takes 24 hours for any changes you make to be reflected on free job boards. If you've sponsored a job and then made edits, let our customer success team know about the change so they can make sure the job is updated on the premium boards. Just click the chat icon anywhere in Breezy to send us a message. You can get to an active job on your career portal from any of the position views. You can also grab a direct link to the position from the list view. Just find it on the list, click the More menu, then Share Position, and copy the link or choose a place to share. Learn more at help.breezy.hr.